Good evening, good evening, family. Just coming at you here real quick. Just wanted to drop some knowledge. We haven't been on for a while, but, I was just listening to my good friend, Malcolm Thomas, and, he was at a program today and they were talking about financial literacy and how financial literacy is the key. And so think about this, financial literacy. We weren't taught financial knowledge, financial literacy coming up, right? We weren't shown how to be successful. We weren't shown how to even balance a checkbook, how to deal with credit. We weren't shown how to be great entrepreneurs. And so, my whole thing is this year, and hey, Ellie and Aka, is 2019 is going to be the year of financial literacy. Everything that I'm doing, my whole mindset is going to be about how do we help people become financially literate? How do we help them to understand credit, which is a flagship product that we have, is credit restoration. But more than just that is how do we start paying off our debt faster, right? How do we become great entrepreneurs? How do we position ourselves to really go into having residual income and having passive income, right? And understanding how our businesses or even our jobs are tools to put ourselves in a better position. So how do we learn about all these things? And so 2019 is going to be the start of that. We all aren't going to learn all this overnight, but it's going to be the start of teaching our kids more about financial literacy, how to deal with credit cards. We can't say checkbook no more. Because there is no more checkbooks. But, how do we deal with credit cards? How do we deal with bank accounts, right? How do we deal with all these things that we weren't taught as young people, but now we have the opportunity to do? And also teach them how to have their own business, right? We can do that, start out something small. If they ain't nothing but taking some candy to school. Which is what some people used to do, right? Because if not, they're going to learn some type of way, and it's usually not the way that we would want them to go, especially in today's time. So I would ask you all, as you come on with me, is, help me in this venture that I'm going on in 2019 of producing some people in entrepreneurship. Again, we do have a product with credit restoration that we, most of that I do. But we got to spread the word. We got to teach our children. We got to teach ourselves how to be more financially responsible in the things that we do. And once we get that together, we are going to take charge of a whole lot of we're going to take charge of our own destinies and push ourselves to a greater place. So just think about that. What can you do to help your kids become more financially literate? Right? We do have a program called the YFL, the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation, where we can go into organizations and really, give them the tools to at least get started, to really begin to think about how do we, deal with this financial thing, and then it can really help us, because if our children understand where we're coming from, they're more likely not to do crazy things with money, right? And ask us for all this money, but they'll be more responsible. One of the things I talked about in another Facebook video was how you can put your kids on your credit cards, right? It is a way to do that. I'm not saying that this is to go at it indiscriminately, but imagine putting your kids on your credit cards, teaching them how to be responsible with credit. And by the time they're 18 years old, 21 years old, they got perfect credit, as long as your credit is good, right? Plus, again, you've taught them how to deal with it, right? Because all you're doing is giving them a limit. Hey, I'm gonna give you $100 on this credit card. This is all you can spend. And so now you got to be mindful, and we're going to walk through this process of how to understand and be mindful of everything you buy. It'll give them that light will go off in them. That by the time they're 18, 21, they'll already be ready to do it, right? Show them how to have a little business for themselves. Show them the meaning of having a business. And most people don't know, even people that have business, it's because of the tax benefits we get. If you really understand the reason why we go into business, it's because of the tax benefits that we get, that we can hold on to more of our money because we have put people to work. but it's also leverage, right? Understanding leverage is that, you know, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own. That means I don't have to go out every day and make money, right? Or work 100% for the money, right? Because there's a lot of people that's working with me and we're all on this vision and quest of going together. It's just not about me. It's about all of us coming up, right? All of us making money, all of us becoming financial literate. Hey, Malcolm, Maurice, Mark, to Kevin, just really talking about this. This was on my heart again as I saw Malcolm in the video he was in with Leon Ford earlier today. It just touched me and sparked something in me. And we have the opportunity to do a lot of things with teaching ourselves financial literacy, teaching our children financial literacy, coming up, changing our zip codes, developing organizations that we all can grow. So imagine this, right? Let's say 10 of us really made $1 million, and we said, okay, we're going to take 10% of what we make and put it back into the community. And the way we do that is we're going to support a business so that business can come up, right? The things that we usually buy ourselves anyway, we can support that business. Now you got one business coming up, and then you switch that. Once that gets stable, you go to another business. Man, we got all kind of things that we can do, but we have to get ourselves together first. And so again, 2019, I'm telling you now, Gordon Manker, that's all you're going to hear me talking about is how do we teach people financial literacy. I would ask you all that are on the call tonight to, one, share this video and help join the crusade. Help us go out there with my business partner, Malcolm, with Kathy Bethay, who's down there in Houston, with Ray Roy, who's up there in Harrisburg, and a couple other partners that we have throughout the country. We're going to be hitting it hard in 2019 because come 2020, we're going to be in a position to really work together to begin building communities. Take one community at a time and just start building it out. And then we don't have to be beholden to anyone. We have some strong organizations out there. We have the Qs, we have the Alphas, we have the Deltas, we have all these sororities and fraternities. You have the Masons, you have all these professional organizations that are Black. Imagine if we could all come together, just putting a small piece into a pot and say, this is what we're going to do to grow it. This is what we're going to do to support our community. Then we don't have to worry about nobody else and how they're telling us what we got to do or not do. Imagine that. And now your children are looking up to you, respecting you, and following your leadership, right? Imagine you have $100 million and you tell your kids, look, if y'all don't do the right thing, y'all ain't going to get no cut of this. You know, that changes people's minds. They don't make them do the things they need to do, right? And so that's the way we got to be thinking. So again, I really appreciate you all stopping past. If you got any comments, please leave them in the thing. But, you know, I'm really serious about changing financial futures, about going into 2019 with a head full of steam and really doing some things. So if you are looking to, you know, get your credit right, again, we got a product for it. If it's not with me, check out with Malcolm and a couple other partners that we have here in Pittsburgh that have their own credit repair franchises. But we all work together to make this thing work. So if you're looking to make some extra income, maybe, you know, just tap in there and say, give me some more info on it, and I will. And again, if you want to partner with Malcolm or any other of the ones that you see that are tagged in there, just jump on in, because again, this year, 2019, we are going to hit it. We're going to change financial futures in a big way. So if you have any questions, again, tag info. If you have any comments, anything that you want to talk about financially, let me know in the comments down there. And let's go into 2019 with a full head of steam. Already got our business plans together to make something happen for each other and how we're going to support each other. All right. So I look forward to seeing y'all again, talking to you again. Again, my name is Gordon Manker. I'm with Financial Education Services. And let's turn 2019 into an awesome, awesome year that's going to change everyone's financial future. Looking forward to talking to you all. Bye-bye.